All right, welcome back everybody to another Real Talk. May the Most High bless you. I pray all is well with everybody as we give the Most High all the honor, the glory, and all the praise. Hot topic. Let me give a shout out to Miss Tiffany 11. Great question. I don't think nobody ever asked me this on here. Should we hold on to material things that our dead loved ones leave behind? Should we hold on to that? And we all know that we all are different. And I guess, my sister, it depends on what it is you're holding on to. You know, some things people hold on to, it's just crazy what they do with it. Let's just say Big Mama left this table around, the table that the daughter don't never let nobody sit on. We can't let nobody sit on that table. You know, Big Mama, that was Big Mama table. I hold on to that. That table is dear to my heart. Well, why do you got it if nobody can eat on it? Why do you got the couch if nobody could sit down on the couch? Because that was Mama's couch and we don't want to let nobody sit on it. It was special. So the couch just sitting up. So once again, my sister, I guess it depends on what you holding on to. But let me say this off top to answer your other question. I never visit graveyards and I don't have no reason to visit a graveyard. I know a lot of people do go put flowers on the grave, which I've never understood that. But I don't go to the graveyards, but I don't knock people that do. You know, I don't contact the dead. That's what I really need to say. I do not contact the dead. I done a video a while back talking about how people love to communicate with the familiar spirits when they loved ones die. You know, that's very demonic, even though a lot of people don't agree with it. But when you start dealing with those familiar spirits, you know, I was talking to Mama last night and I was talking to Pawpaw last night. You gotta be very careful with that kind of stuff. But I done a video talking about that already. But now to hold on to material things that a lot of people like to do so much, whether it could be, like I say, furniture or jewelry or clothes, even property, vehicles, you know, etc., etc. There's so many things that people hold on to. But the thing is, if you holding on to the stuff, what are you doing with it while you holding on to it? Well, you know, I keep this as a memory. Let me tell you something. Can't nobody erase my memory of my loved ones. And I don't need a watch. I don't need a chair. I don't need nothing to remind me of my loved ones that have died, because I got that deep in my heart. I remember them just the way they are. You know, it's like a lot of stuff that we do. This is why I can't really stand black funerals. I mean, a lot of stuff that we do is just, it don't make no sense. You know, and it's sad, you know, but I'm just keeping it real with your sister in this video, because this is a real talk video. Most people I know like to hang on to those things they loved ones had, and they don't do nothing with it at all. I mean, think about it. Just think about what I'm saying. How many people you know actually holding on to something from their dead loved ones, but they don't do nothing with it? Well, this is valuable to me. And it's all dirty, dusty. I mean, I'm just being real, y'all. My mama told me the other day that she finally just got rid of this watch that her mother had. Her mother passed in 1996. My mama said, you know what? I finally threw that watch in the trash. She said, I had to realize, Ro, that a lot of stuff we hold on to don't mean nothing. She said, I will always carry my mama in my heart. She said, I didn't never wear that watch. I just let that watch just sit up, and I just finally got tired of looking at it, and I threw it in the trash. See, some people can actually throw away stuff, and then some people just love to hold on to stuff and just really be taking up more space. Holding on to things is just taking up more space. You know, that's why I like to say that too. When you have it in your memory, I mean, everybody I have ever lost in my life, I remember them just as they were once again. And it don't bother me that I don't have something like they clothes or vehicle or whatever it is. You know, that's why I say it could even be property. It could be that house. It could be that car, that land out there. How many people you know right now having a hard time trying to be in the house and live in that same house that they loved one died in? So, I mean, I'll be out there in a minute, bro. It's like, it's just to the point where we need to get rid of some stuff, you know? And the more and more some people hold on to stuff, the more and more depressed they get. You see what I'm saying? And you know what trips me out? How people fuss and fight at these funerals. Who gonna get what? And the ones that get it don't never take care of it. But do all that raising hell about, well, I'm going to get the house, I'm going to get the car, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that, and don't even take care of it. And when they get it, it's tore up, look like in a month's time. See, in 1996, when my my grandmother, which is my mother's mother, when she passed in 1996, I didn't have no problem moving in that house. I didn't have no problem taking over that house, nor sleeping in the same room that she died in. Because once you understand that it's a blessing in death, that the Most High look at his saints as a blessing when they pass on, I like to call it sleeping. Because what's promised to us is way better than this right here. But some of us are so stuck on this life that we'll never see the afterlife. Because we don't want to let go this life. This is why I don't act the fool when these funerals take me, Lord, and let me jump in the coffin. No. Let them people go on and sleep. Because if they got their life lined up, with the Most High, what are you sitting there crying? I mean, I ain't gonna say it like that. Because there ain't nothing wrong with that crying, man. But just acting the fool stuff. Why not let them just go on and be where they gonna be? See, some of y'all might be crying because you know they on their way to the lake of fire. But let me leave that alone. Let me leave that alone. But it's a blessing in death when you got your life lined up with the Most High. So once I started understanding what death truly was, I went in that house. Oh, man, well, you know what? Mama gone. I said, Mama, I'm going to miss you. But my life went on. I moved my stuff in that house, cleared the room out. Didn't have no problem going to sleep. Right there, I put my bed in the same spot where her bed was at. And didn't have no problem staying in that house. Not at all. And that's real. Because, see, I remember when I didn't have nowhere to go. And if somebody can bless you with a house, or somebody can bless you with a car, what I'm going to say, you know what, I don't want to drive that car, man. You know, Daddy had that car. Ain't nothing wrong with the car, but I don't want to drive it because we're going to let that car just, that was Daddy's car. Daddy didn't want nobody touching that car. What the hell Daddy going to say and Daddy gone? Daddy wouldn't let nobody drive while he was living, and Daddy don't want nobody to drive while he's dead. Daddy ain't here to say nothing, so we're with the hell with it. Daddy got to go on. Give me the key. Let me help somebody get to work. See, this is stupid what a lot of people do, man. Well, it's got value in it. If we would just understand death the right way, it's a beautiful thing, y'all. Stop holding on to stuff that you're not going to do nothing with nor bless somebody else with. That's why I had to make that point about this fussing and fighting after the funeral. And folks just, they turn around and get this. You got the car, but now you can't even put gas in it. You won't even keep it registered. You fussed and fighting about the car, but you won't even put no insurance on it. You got the car towed away. You see what I'm saying? You're fighting over the house, but you won't even pay the bills while you stand there. But you raised all that hell about, I'm going to fight. The siblings done fought back and forth about who going to get the house. We done fought over this, fought over that, and I won't even pay the electric bill. I don't feel like paying them bills. I didn't know Mom and Dad had left so many bills behind. I don't want this on me. But you were the one raising all the hell. We had an awesome man of the Most High who passed away at our church, Reverend Minister Kissington. Well dressed. Man had dynamic suits. Well dressed every time you see him. And he passed on. And my little brother got those suits from him and put those suits on with no problem. Why burn the suits or throw the suits in the trash when somebody else can wear it that have no problem wearing it? Now, that's why I say some people won't wear stuff or, you know, be involved with something that somebody has died and passed on. But when you know up here and got the Holy Spirit, you don't worry about all this stuff. Think about this as I close. Say this woman just died here. We're going to just say Sister Keisha. Sister Keisha died, but it wasn't nothing wrong with Sister Keisha's body. Sister Keisha still have a good heart. You see my point? Why burnt cremate her if somebody else can still use that heart to stay alive? Brother Jackson over here need a kidney transplant. And here is somebody already died, but wasn't nothing wrong with their kidney. Or, let me say that right, if somebody could say, take one of my kidneys, man, I ain't got too much life in me left. There's something else wrong with me, but my kidneys is good. What you gonna do? Say, you know what, go ahead and let me die. Some people will. But my point is, once again, it's according to who you are and what you like. Some people can handle things, some people can't. Some people can handle death well, some people, just like me, I handle death very well because I grew up watching death all my life. To see people die is nothing for me to take in. I done played at so many funerals, done sung at so many funerals. I done seen from the young age to the old age. One day, somebody gonna be putting me in the ground. So I'm used to it. I deal with death very good. I look at it as, oh, mama asleep now. That's all right. Going on. I'll see you again. That's how I deal with it. I'm not saying it don't hurt, it don't hit me hard, but it hit me, but it's like, I think about the blessing in it. That's why I don't go to the funeral for the dead. I go to the funeral for the one that's alive to see, man, it might be one of us next. Better get your life in order. So I'm not going to check on the dead. I'm not going to go put no flowers on you. What? You going to wake up and smell them? Oh, no. I need to give you your flowers while you living. Y'all, that's my time. That's my little 2 cents on there. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. Until the next time, Lord, say the same. See you when I see you. Peace out.